I could have sworn I pressed the button for gear up. That's annoying. Feel free to ask any questions you want, Willada. I'm pretty much of an open book, and I'm happy to share any knowledge I have that might be relevant. While you're typing your question, though, I will mention briefly that over the next week or so, I'm going to be, or next couple of weeks, I'm going to be fundraising for Trans Lifeline. They are an organisation in the United States that supports the trans community over there and in the general region. And does some great work in terms of helping trans people to get micro grants for various reasons. They provide a support line for people who are doing it tough. Really good organisation, and I have a lot of time and respect for them. So if you do have a few free bucks, pounds, lira, euros, whatever currency you prefer to use, please feel free to throw a few at that cause. We want to go to That's probably a little too fast for this. Just juggling the rate of climb. Turboprops, even larger turboprop aircraft like this one, have a tendency to like to climb at about 1,500 to 2,000 feet per minute. Larger jet aircraft will have the power to climb at up to about 4,000 feet per minute. Yeah, get the idea. What now? Oh, by the way, Nelly, bit of good news on the controller side of things. I got myself through the S1 exam for VATPAC. So just waiting for do we not have a route command? How do I set that up? Not enough thrust, so it's stalling out on us. That should get it back on track. Oh, come on. What are you doing, stupid plane? Heading. Why are you wanting to tip up Okay, this is going to be a rough ride for our passengers, but... Okay, that was pretty wild. Let's find out what happened there. Why are you wanting to climb like a jackrabbit? Or a squirrel in heat? I'm having to hold the joystick all the way forwards just to keep it flying level. So there's something funky going on here. Really, really weird. Just wanted to make sure I'm in the right headspace when looking for a political activist organisation to join. How close should they be to your own ideals? Asking because you've got the feeling all local groups I can find and that are in the area near me. If shit hits the fan, they'll throw people like you under the bus. Yeah. That's an interesting question, Lety. Look, my approach to it is that Ezuid, hey, good to see you. Been a while. Welcome in. How have you been? What's going on? Yes, charity. Sorry, bear with me. No. Okay. No worries. Enjoy your breakfast, Nelly. Have a great day, even though it is a kind of early and rough start to the day. Apologies for my massive levels of incompetence, which are clearly legendary. But yeah, thanks again, and we'll catch you another time. Alright, so we're 58 nautical miles out of Port Pirie, so probably time to start our descent. Left us and calling there. Well, I mean, that little adventure we went on would not be something you would normally consider competent in an aircraft. So I'm gonna stick with that. For sure. Can we... Sweet. Look, well, basically my attitude is I'll take an ally wherever I can get them. They don't necessarily have to be an ally in terms of the sort of objectives I have. If they start to actively interfere with my objectives, then I'll try to understand why, and I'll ask them to justify it. Quite often they don't really understand what they're doing in that sort of scenario. And that can be unfortunate, but it's not uncommon. A lot of people don't really have a good handle on what their own motivations are. As silly as that sounds, it's basically true. But as Kai says, you know, stick to the basics, and it's fairly easy to avoid those sorts of things. Do stuff that's indisputably yeah. Well, I mean, most people don't. Most people don't know jack about themselves, right? There's a lot of people who just really don't, you know, aren't engaged with who they are and what their objectives are and all that sort of thing at all. So, you know, a big part of it is actually having to teach other people about themselves. And that can be, it's not necessarily an easy thing to do, but it's achievable if you ask them to answer the right questions for themselves. But honestly, you know, it really comes back down to practicing what we preach, right? As anarchists, we're supposed to be above... Well, as an anarchist, I consider myself supposed to be above petty bullshit. I want to build alliances because I want outcomes that other people want, and to the extent that we can cooperate, I do. Not everyone's going to come at things with a unified perspective on everything, but, you know, like, disunity isn't necessarily a problem. Sometimes it's an opportunity for consensus. Hardly know yourself, many people are even less knowledge. Yeah, exactly, right? It's fair. Very fair. $27 nautical miles. So let's get a bit lower. So we're going to pull our speed back even more once as we're looking for the aerodrome. We stick to our magenta line on our cockpit cam. Sorry, our flight director. We should end up pretty close to it. We're pretty much right on the line now. So yeah, I think I see it. Let's get some flaps out. Nope, let's pull our speed down a bit further. Then we can get some flaps out.